I'm going to be walking you through how you can substitute or swap an item for the entire project in all your recipes. So this can happen in two scenarios. Let's say you've done all the recipes and then you go to place an order with your wholesaler and they come back to you and say, hey, I cannot get gunny eucalyptus. You need to substitute that with either seeded or, feather eucalyptus, whatever the case may be. Or the bride may say, I don't want the thistle. I rather have the nigella flower for the blue. In this case, you're going to have to replace this item. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through. Let's say we already have our recipes that are ready. So I am in TrueClient Pro worksheet, and then I've already built out my recipes as you can see them. And we're going to go ahead and switch out we could do gunny eucalyptus, we can switch it out, we can switch out a rose. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead with the rose switching out, but let's make sure that we have it in all of the items. So now I can click on each one and make sure, or I can quickly go to the production report and just click on my order shopping list and just download that report to make sure that I have that flower repeating in all of my recipes. So what that's going to look like is like this. And let's see, here we go. We have a Quicksand rose, and you can see that it is in the bride's bouquet, but nowhere else, and it's not showing up because it is my fault. I did not put the quantity in here, so let's go ahead and add the quantity. So give me a quick second and let's go ahead and make sure. So obviously it's supposed to have that checks and balances for you. So let's say bridesmaids, we're going to do 3 of those. And attendance bouquet, we'll just do 1. And then we're going to do 2 mothers posies bouquet. Now, if I download that production report, it's going to have different results. So it will show the Quicksand rose in all of my recipe at this point. So we're going to go ahead and open that up. So give me a second. Here we go, and my report is ready with one click instead of me calculating everything with paper and pencil or, relying on Excel that may potentially break formulas and things like that. So now you can see all the items have recipes that populated, and my Quicksand rose, you can see it's in all of the recipe and it's telling up my items. So now I want to replace Quicksand rose in all my recipes. So now instead of me going into every single item and changing the rose itself, which is going to be so tedious, so we're going to click on swap, and then you can think about which flower you want to swap it or substitute it with. Whichever word you're using, it is the same exact action. And I tend to go in between the 2 words. So let's go ahead and we're going to do Sahara. I do like Sahara roses, and they're close to Quicksand. So here we go. And then I'm going to swap it with that rose. It's asking me that, do you want to swap the Quicksand with Sahara? So if you forgot what you're swapping with, it will tell you right here. So you can click yes or no at that point. I'm going to click yes. And then you're going to see that it's just going to take a second and it's going to switch that out in all the recipes. Now, how do we make sure? Of course, we can go to each of the recipes and then make sure it's happening. And we can also go to quickly our production report and just click on the order shopping list, so we don't have to physically go on each one of them. It just saves so much time by looking at it such way. And here we go, and I already see that I have a Sahara rose and Quicksand is gone. So this would not only save me a lot of time, but what if like in one item I left the Quicksand? Now I would order extra flowers and I would have Sahara, and it's just a mess when you order flowers. This way you're being extremely precise on what you want to order and the quantity that you want. Now this swap and substitute feature can work for hard goods, flowers, different types of labor, equipment, fabric, balloons, anything that you do, it will work for. So all your recipes should always have not just flower items, but you should have all your hard goods, labor, And any item, anything that your hand touches should be basically in that recipe. So in order for me to create the bouquet, I need pins, I need ribbon, I need a vase with water. So you should have all those items as recipe, because that is how you're going to be profitable. I hope this swap substitute feature really helps you save tremendous amount of time, reduces your error, and I can't wait for you to use it. Thank you so much.